Hey guys, I'm just making this video for the TheCavyHelp just to show you some suggestions to help you with your boys. My first suggestion for you is, instead of using any houses, would be to put a grid up here, like as many grids as you want. Mine's 3 wide. You can see it's just connected. And then you drape your fleece, and this makes a perfect hide for your pigs. There's tons of room under there. There's no corners to get stuck in. Say, like when Hobbs is under there, if Kelvin goes and bosses him around, he can just come and run right out like he's doing right now. Kelvin's bugging him, but he has so much room to get out of the way. So I think that would help. Because say Charlie's under there and Patch goes under, Charlie could have tons of room to run out. Because things with houses are, if one pig goes in, another dominant pig's going to try and boss that pig out of the house, but the piggy in the house is going to get stuck. So that's an easy way to start a fight. Barnaby and Ernie both have one as well. I don't have the grids under it, so it's just kind of floppy. But it's so easy to put a grid there. You can even just have one that's one grid and have a couple set around the cage. I think that is like the best houses you can ever have. Or this is a footstool that Grover has. That can be put in the center of the cage with a piece of fleece like he has there, draped on top, and then there's 4 areas, huge areas for the pigs to run out. And it's a great place because if Grover gets scared, he goes and hides under there and he feels safe, and then there'd be lots of room to come out. So that's my suggestion for houses. And my other thing would be for your hay racks. When you make your cage, I would put a set of hay racks at one side and a set of hay racks at the other. Same with a pellet dish. I'd have one on the one side, one on the other, and water bottles all around. Because that way, say if one pig's eating here, if Patch is eating here, and Charlie wants to have hay, he's not going to want to come up because Patch is there and they don't want to fight. So if he does come up, then Patch is going to freak out on him. So you want to have an option for them to eat hay at the same time, but at opposite ends of the cage, so that no fights happen. I think that'll be a bit, like, that will make a big difference. And the other thing is, your cage is big because it's a 2x8, but I think it could be better if it was wider instead of long. Like, make it a 3x5, because a 3x5, like Barnaby's on that side, and if Ernie wanted to come around here, he has so much more room to get around Barnaby rather than a 2x5 area. If one pig walks by the other pig, maybe they're coming too close to each other, so that could start a fight. So I think having more width rather than more length is going to be more beneficial for you, just so they have way more room to get around each other without kind of getting too close. Hello. What do you think, Bee? Should that work? Barnaby's been having a heck of a time with dry skin. He's got oil on there right now. Ugh. Anyway, so that's my suggestions. Since things are going rough for you, and I feel your pain, because we've all know that I've been there. But like setting up your cage with food at either end, lots of water bottles, and open shelters for hiding and sleeping, I think is going to be your best bet for those boys to get along. Also, if you can make your cage wider, I think that's going to be much better for them. So you can take my advice or leave it, it doesn't matter. I was just letting you know, something to think about. And I hope they all do get along, because nothing's more frustrating than having piggies separated. Alright.